Chapter 2, Finding Flynn. Now in the past, many have said that, Danny, you're hearing things. Well, sometimes they may be right. But I know for a brief second that I heard the words from O Holy Night on that radio. Also, I know that the word stars glowed on that piece of paper. Something was either not right, or something was just really weird. Well, anyway, the snow had changed slightly from a constant downpour to a gentle sprinkle. Of course, you would never have known the change had happened, judging from the amount of snow we have on the ground. However, I was happy that the snow had lightened up, because I had invited my friends to join our family in going to the Main Street tree lighting, after our Merry Movie Marathon. A simple yet nice event. We made our way through what seemed like the frozen tundra from the car to the door. When we got inside, all three of my friends' mouths dropped to the floor. There were decorations everywhere. You know, I do the same reaction every year and it still amazes me. Your dad is right when he says it looks like Santa threw up in your house. In fact, he was still helping to put up some of the decorations. You see, he is a light master, and when it comes to putting up lights, either outside or inside, he's the one to call. We put our stuff away and we helped my mother bring up what appeared to be like 50 more boxes of decorations before we started watching. Now keep in mind that I am a senior in high school, but when it comes to Christmas, I am about half my age. Also, my friends are the exact same way. Oh sure, we helped put stuff up, but we would also just go through the boxes like nobody's business. Between the decorations and the music we flipped on the radio, fun was to be had. After a couple tubs of stuff, I came across a box full of manger scenes. We have a lot of nativity scenes. I started to unpack them when I came across one. It had the normal cast of characters, Mary, Joseph, Jesus, you know. It also had an angel on top. However, something was not quite right about this. I looked closer at the scene and saw the painted night sky in the background was glowing. I looked even closer and saw the classic banner that old Gabe was holding. Don't worry, we're cool. Just then, the radio changed and interrupted the song it was playing and instead played... It happened again? I raised my head and ran over to Michael, who was on the other side of the room untangling the stocking rope. Michael, look at this. Notice something about this nativity? Well, I'd never seen an angel with a banner reading, "Away in a Manger." Usually it says, "Gloria in excelsis Deo." That's when I realized something. That choir I heard in the car sung again. It really did happen again. Now with these words. Listen to me. Look at the words on the banner and at the background. The stars. They were glowing just like the word I wrote down. Danny, I think you're losing it. To be fair, that's impossible. Many have said that I had lost it a long time ago. I then looked at the scene again. The stars had stopped brightly shining. See what I did there? Instead now, the word manger glowed. Manger? What about the manger? I then thought this nativity scene does light up and play the song on the banner. I turned it over and opened up the battery compartment, but it was empty. Could each song have a clue that led to another? The first verse mentions shining stars leading to a night sky. The second verse then mentioned manger. This manger scene somehow involved the word manger. So something having to do with this? Insert Mr. Spock saying fascinating.
Fascinating.
Hey Danny and Michael, we're ready for the Christmas movies. Do you want to watch them or not? Yes, we're coming. I put down the manger scene and the two of us went into the den and started our films. After we finished, or at least got to the halfway point, Lana's dad came and picked her up. Nicholas said that they needed to start getting ready for their big get-together. That was okay. Michael and I needed to get ready for the tree lighting. Hey you two, your dad and I are waiting in the car for you. Do you want to be late for the tree lighting? Michael and I then looked at each other and ran out to get our winter gear on, which by the way adds about 10 minutes because of where we live. I also grabbed my adventuring gear, satchel, whip, and prize fedora, now with earmuffs, all just for safekeeping. Luckily we made it out in time and we were on our way. Michael, Nicholas and Lana were going to just get ready for their big get-together. They haven't officially left for Lana's family yet, have they? No, I don't think so. Remember, they did just leave your place. Good, because I want them to meet us at the tree lighting. But I thought they had to get ready for their get-together. They can't come. I know, but I need them to come. The posse needs to get back together. The what? Just go with me. I got out my phone and texted Nicholas and Lana. They both responded that they would come, reluctantly. We arrived on Main Street just to see the lighting. Everyone was waiting for the tree to light up the night, except everyone was shaking like it was an Elvis impersonator contest because of the cold. The final countdown started, and when the announcer reached 1, the tree lit up with those old-fashioned light bulbs I had talked about earlier, as well as a giant creche scene right next to it. It then hit me. Manger! The manger scene! Maybe there was another clue to what was going on either in or around the manger scene. Michael and I are going to go find Nicholas and Lana. We'll be right back. My parents waved and I grabbed Michael by the arm and we made our way through the crowd and finally bumped into my 2 other friends. Hey guys, how's it going? I asked. Daniel James Wilcox, Lana sternly said. Uh-oh. Full first name and middle name. Why did you grab us out here? We were going to come later because we were in the middle of getting ready for the trip and wrapping presents. Which, by the way, now you may not get one. Never mind that, I said. What am I saying? No present? Isn't that what Christmas is all about? I now interrupt this Danny Wilcox adventure to insert this special correction bulletin.
And there were in the same country shepherds, abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them. And the glory of the Lord shone round about them. And they were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not. For behold, I bring you tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. Ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host praising God, and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men. That's what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown.
Thank you, Linus Van Pelt. There. Happy? True meaning. Yay. Back to the story. Guys, I know this might sound crazy, but you're probably thinking what else is new. But I have been hearing things and seeing things from carols, and so far they have led me to believe that it has something to do with the giant nativity scene right here. Wilcox, you're crazy. In fact, you are a weirdo. But a certain class of weirdo. Look at me, I'm Danny Wilcox, and I like digging for gold, a voice said from afar. It was a, quote, friend of ours. Well, if it isn't Harmonica, I said. You see, her real name was Monica, but I always made fun. She didn't understand that I was a treasure hunter, not a prospector, and was serious about it. To think that there might be some sort of treasure in this display is a little far-fetched, don't you think? I didn't say treasure, I said clue. Nevertheless, I'm going to find out. You can't go in there, that's disrespectful. Oh, come on, it's not like it's a church. Besides, it'll be fun. I've always wanted to do this. Let me just go so we don't draw attention. Yeah, like that'll happen, Nicholas muttered as he gave high fives to Michael and Lana. Jolly, Monica said to herself. There were 2 doors leading into the display. One from the back and one from the side. I decided to use my inner James Bond, and if I may say for some reason I think you should have a partner, and sneak into the back. This must have been a downtime. The only reason I would deduce that would be because the lighting had just happened, and both doors were unlocked. It also could be the small town living. Oh look, there goes Andy Griffith. Andy! Getting off target. Again, I slowly opened up the back and quietly snuck in. I looked behind to see my group of people waiting outside and then turned back to see the crowd through the meshed front. 2 kids noticed me with their mouths wide open. Beat it, kids. I'm a very good animatronic. Yikes. Bad compassion. They quickly ran away, as well as a taller man standing behind them. I stepped 1 foot in and then immediately looked to my left. Another foot stepped in from the side door. Now, I know the nativity was a very touching scene, but it is a little nerve-wracking because the figures looked very lifelike. Anyway, that foot I saw was a real foot. I looked up to see a man in a jacket and a similar satchel to mine draped across his chest. Who? What? Huh? I said in confusement. Flynn Carson, the librarian. He pointed to the manger, and we both crept inside. He got down and then turned onto his back. He put his head to the manger and then took out a notepad from the satchel. He started to write down something. I got in the same position as he was and looked around the manger. Then it happened. An official of the tree lighting came to the mesh, pointed a flashlight through it, and saw two extra wise guys who were not supposed to be in the scene. See what I did there again? "Hey, book boy," I whispered. We both got up, the second guy knocking his head on the manger as we did. I ran out my door and the other guy ran out his. We met behind the creche where my group was waiting. "Danny, what happened? And who's that?" Lana asked. "This is, Flint?" Flynn Carson, the librarian." "I don't think there were any books in there." "Here we go," Flynn said in a slightly sarcastic voice.